Hi, my name is Luke from Click4Assistance, and today I'll be demonstrating the meeting room functionality within the Click4Assistance solution. The meeting rooms enable multiple visitors and operators to communicate in a group environment. This can be useful for many events such as virtual open days, product launches, auctions, focus groups, or even webinars. There are a variety of settings that you can configure within the meeting room's experience. For example, you can set an entry password and moderate participants' messages. As with all visitor interfaces within Click4Assistance, the buttons and windows presented to the visitor are fully customizable. Let me show you how this is configured in the software. To configure a meeting room, you will first need to navigate towards Tools on the left-hand side and select Meeting Rooms, as I have already. There you will see a flowchart which provides a visual representation of the visitor journey. Against each meeting room experience, you can click Settings to configure the following aspects. The room configuration defines if private messages are allowed. This can be either between all participants or just between visitors and operators. Notifications of arrival and exit of the room are useful, but can be counterproductive if you have a high volume of visitors, as the meeting room transcript will fill up with these messages. This can be turned on or off. Each meeting room can be password protected, allowing access to those you have authorized. The settings area will also let you define if visitors must provide a password to enter the room, which will need to be added within the HTML of the pre-entry form. Times define when the room is open. This can be set to either open on specific dates or to open and close at regular times each day. Moderated meeting defines whether participant names and messages will need to be approved before they enter the meeting or if other participants can view them. This will also include moderated visitor entry. I will explain this in more detail shortly. Some of the other settings include whether the operator must attend or whether the entry data is stored. This means that as well as collecting their name, due to the flexibility of the experience, you can also collect other information, such as email or location, before the visitor has entered the meeting. This setting stores the collected information so that it can be recalled at a later date. Within the dialog form of the meeting room, you also have the choice to see the participant list when all participants are in the room, or you can choose to have it turned off. Again, this usually depends on the number of participants your room will have. As you can see, there is also an example of each message state in the moderated meeting. Pending and declined are only visible for the visitor that sent the message. Let's see how this functionality looks in a live environment. As you can see, when the meeting room is open during the appropriate hours, visitors can join by clicking on the button and completing the required pre-entry information. They will then enter the room. If a visitor attempts to enter a meeting room outside of the set hours, they will be presented with a meeting closed window. As a visitor or participant, you can send a public or private messages to other participants. In this example, the private message is indicated by the red outline. You can also transfer files by clicking on the following icon. The operator can join a meeting by clicking on Meeting Rooms and then Meetings on the dashboard. Then select the relevant meeting from the list and click on the Open button. In this example, we're using moderated visitor entry and messages, and as you can see, I have the option to accept or decline. A reason you might want to decline is if the visitor has entered their full name instead of just their first name, which may breach certain security requirements. As the operator, I can accept or decline messages that are sent by the participants. You may wish to prevent sensitive information, such as an email address, from being visible in the room. So in this case, I'll just acknowledge that I've read John's message. You can leave and rejoin a meeting at any time by clicking on the X icon in the top right corner. Or end the meeting entirely by clicking on the Close Meeting button. This will end the meeting for all participants. You can also view recently stored meetings by clicking on the Show Archived Meetings checkbox. To view the contents, simply select the relevant meeting and click on the Open button once again. To summarise, Meeting Rooms is an additional tool within the Click4Assistance software to allow multiple visitors to communicate in a private or public chat room. We hope you found this video worthwhile. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us directly and don't forget to view our many other useful tutorials. Thank you.